Well, let's see if she's going to hook up. Come on, connect. Hey, it worked. All right. Hey, I'm testing out this new YouTube app on my phone. And I got to thinking today about some of the things that have been transpiring in our nation, especially with the executive orders of the President Donald J. Trump that have begun to stir such a tremendous tirade of temper tantrums. And I got to thinking, have you ever taken a toy or a tool or a object away from a child that was harmful to it, and have that child just absolutely throw a squalling, wall-eyed fit because it wanted what it had? Well, I think that's exactly what's going on in America today and in the world, as far as that's concerned, is that by and large, people were given something that was very harmful to it and is a destructive measure to the very fiber of the human makeup. The fiber of your character, that's what I'm looking for, is harmful to the very fiber of their character, is that it destroys the personal, individual creativity and takes away from them the initiative and the want to excel in whatever they're able to do. But all of these things were given to them, and they enjoyed the lack of responsibility, the lack of any kind of individual truthfulness, or any type of respect for one another. Now, all of a sudden, that toy, that tool, that object has been taken away from that little child. And they want what they had. And they're squalling like little temper tantrum throwing little kids because they want what they had and have no clue whatsoever the destructive power that was in those objects, so to speak, that they possessed. So now you got to kind of wait for the temper tantrum to calm down. I remember my daughter used to throw squalling, wall-eyed fits. And so I determined that I was going to give her a specific spot in the house where she could do that. And so I placed a mat on the floor in the hallway, away from the visibility of every other person or every other room in the house. And I told her, I said, now you can throw all the fits you want. You can scream, you can squall, you can bawl, you can flop, flip, jump, and hop, whatever you want to do. But it's right here on this rug's the only place you can do it. Now that was away from the notice of every other, or attention of every other person. And you know what? It didn't take but about 2 days, and the temper tantrums came to an end. Why? Because nobody was watching. Why? Because nobody was paying attention. And after that, the things that she began to throw fits about became not so important. And so it will be. Just wait out the storm. Jesus said, after they woke him up, that is, in the middle of the storm, Jesus got up out of bed and looked around, and he said to those disciples on that ship, why are you fearful, ye of little faith? So he stepped up in front and said, "Peace, be still." Now listen, folks. You may think that everything is going wrong, and you may think that the new president don't know what he's doing, flipping and flopping and turning, looking like throwing little tantrums, but he's just doing what he said he would, and taking the objects and the toys away from them that don't know that they're harmful to them, and trying to give them something that is. So you're going to have to wait it out. You're going to have to pray it out. You're going to have to remain calm and let God do his work. You know, it takes maturity to live through a struggle. It takes maturity and it takes responsibility to endure hardship. It takes maturity of character to come through something that you believe is deadly to you. But when you get to the other side, you find out that it was truly a blessing. Now, this is old Pastor Dave saying, I hope and I pray that America will begin to understand. Hello, Jeffrey. God bless you. Jeffrey Wright is in the house. We'll begin to understand that the things that our new president are doing, the promises that he made in his campaign speeches, are for the good of all Americans, whether they be from another nation, vetted and green carded, and have legal access to all of the good things of America, or whether they are born citizens throwing tantrums. When it's all said and done, there will be peace. There will be America. Yep, the heathen in the rest of the world will rage, and they will truly, truly throw a fit. And the words of God concerning the state of the world will surely come to pass. But I believe that we've got a reprieve. You see, if most of the Americans, or most of the Christians, let me say it that way, if most of the Christians in the world cannot look into the very light of righteousness and truth and see it, then the rest of the world is in for a really bad day. Now, this is Pastor Dave saying God bless you and God keep you. And may your life be filled with the light that is in Christ Jesus.